This is Year of Adventure, episode number 2. And I'm in the craziest place I've been in a while right now. This is St. Anthony's Sand Dunes. It's getting late in the evening. I'm headed down south on a road trip. And this place is 175 square miles of rideable sand dunes. Dude! And in the winter, apparently, it's a sledding paradise. I don't know how much of the degree you can pick up on the camera, but it's hella sketchy. So we're gonna try it right now. Heaven help me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, vacations fucking rule, man. Let's do it again. Oh my god! Oh man. Okay. That's a lot of fun. I'm gonna do that a few more times. Oh, ow. Worth it. Worth it. So it is Tuesday morning and I just woke up out of my car and here we are at Lava Hot Springs. This old little hospital right here used to be an old hospital for veterans that would come back from the war, things like that, where they would recover in this warm water. This is a hot springs now. All of this, even though it's frigid outside, I'm about to hop in these warm pools. They even have a cold pool right here. It's like 40 degrees. I'm gonna get in that as well. But this place is crazy because Ghost Adventures actually came here. It's supposed to be a haunted spot in America because all of these old World War II veterans that died in this place, and the water is so warm. Oh. I needed this. So this is where I'm spending my Tuesday morning. Then I'm right after this. I'm headed down to Salt Lake City and then to a place called Bonneville Salt Flats. I have a friend that lives down there. We're gonna see if we can hook up. It might not work out. We're gonna head down there next, and then it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a real good day. Okay, this is the cold pool. Right. That's cool. Oh. And do they? I want $1. That sounds awesome. I'm not sure it's worth $1 to be honest. That wasn't great. That wasn't amazing.
I saw some Hulu and Bryce in here for 25 minutes.
25 minutes? I was in there for like 15 seconds. I was proud of myself.
He did it 4 or 5 times that day. He can lower his stuff.
Oh my. I can't do 25 minutes. It's crazy. That pool is actually not quite as cold as I thought it was going to be. But the warm water here isn't quite warm enough to like get rid of the chill. So now I'm gonna have to sit in here for a while before I go. Oh, but now it's time to head down to Salt Lake City. Let's do it. You guys ready to see something crazy? We made it to Bonneville Salt Flats. Check this place out. Look at it. Look at this. Oh my God. It's endless. It's endless out here. These are called the Bonneville Salt Flats, for those of you who don't know. This is a place I've wanted to come for years, and I've just never done it because it is so far out here. I've driven across a vast expanse of nothingness to get out to this place. And now here we are, which I guess you could argue is nothingness as well. But here's the special thing about a spot like this. I timed the time of year wrong. But when you come out here and when it's particularly wet, there's this thin layer of water that goes across the entirety of this massive valley here. So it looks like a giant mirror. Like you can look from space and see your reflection in this massive mirror out here. It's unbelievable. And here's one of the crazy things too, is you go out here, you just take a finger, put it on the ground. This is the best salt you'll probably ever have. Oh, it's strong salt. It's like the littlest bit. It's good though. This place is just phenomenal. So I'm out here, I'm barefoot, exploring the Wild West a little bit. But look at the ground. Like this place, like it's hard. You can't go through it. It's insane. And then the little rest area I walked from is way over there. So I'm gonna keep walking. There's a little grassy knoll I can see way out here, so there might be some plant life here somewhere. I'm gonna try to get there barefoot. Man, this is a special place though. The Bonneville Salt Flats, a special spot. The desert, like you don't think it's gonna be cold when you just think about it. The wind whips out here, man. It is crazy. So I think I've experienced enough Bonneville Salt Flats. It's a place you come to take a picture, basically. It's crazy. You just think that places like this are out here, and like it changes your whole world. But before I make a long walk back to my car, I'm gonna do one backflip here in the Bonneville Salt Flats just to cap off the whole experience. So let's do that. Let's head back. Update, don't do a backflip on a salt flat because the ground feels like sandpaper. So when your feet hit it, it like grinds into your feet, and now I feel like I have those salt crystals just stuck in my toes. So don't do that. The rest of it, everything else about Bonneville Salt Flats, like highly recommend. Let's go home. So I know I said it's time to go home, but then I was walking and I found this golf tee out here in the middle of the salt flats. So I decided that I have my golf clubs with me, so I'm just gonna drive out here a little ways and hit some balls, man. This is crazy. Look, I don't even have to look at the road for the first time in my life. I can look out the window and just keep going because I'm not gonna hit anything. Like this is, I can unbuckle myself. I mean, I can, this is awesome. Yeah. Oh my God. This is the golf balls. Okay, I drilled my ball into the salts. And I don't have an abundance of golf balls here, so this is gonna have to be kind of like a one-time thing. So let's do it real quick. Blame it on the wind. I could blame it on the, I just couldn't put my tee into the ground. That wasn't a good shot. That wasn't a good shot, but we're gonna call it. Next vacation place. I don't know where we're going, but let's go figure it. So this is awesome. It's the morning of day 3 on my adventure down. I'm going to Zion National Park. This is what we ended up deciding. So, I'll run off the road real quick and I'll give you guys an update on what you missed. Yesterday we were at Bonneville Salt Flats about midday sometime. I ended up driving a long way, making my way into Nevada, and right now I'm outside Great Basin National Park. Great Basin National Park is where I am. So all these trees are kind of like the shifting landscape finally happening. I'm finally back into the forest, and this is an interesting forest. It's a little drier, smaller trees, different kind of dirt for sure, but it's just gorgeous, cold, high forest. So let's head up the mountain. I'll catch up with you a little more. Let's check it out. We just made it to the National Forest boundary. There we go. This place is beautiful down here. Here's what I want to show you real quick. Is this tree is still alive. Look at this thing. Look at how thin it is. Look at how thin it is and shredded, and it's still alive. Absolutely phenomenal. It speaks to the resilience of an environment like this. When it doesn't rain, when the snow comes, when it's so dry, it's so cold all the time, life still finds a way. There's a certain beauty in that, a certain beauty and an inspiration that maybe I could be a little bit more like that, a little bit more resilient. Awesome place. Next up, Zion National Park. Oh, and I guess I should say before I go, is these little marches along the side of the highway. So we're on the outskirts of Great Basin National Park right now. The road is somewhere down this way. These little marches that I do off the side of the road are like the key to happiness for me. You get out, you hike, you stop, you explore. You don't just look, ooh, you get out and you do it. I think it's the key to a long life. I've had many long family friends tell me the same thing. They're 65 years old, still hiking up the mountains. Get out of your car when you're driving, when you're road tripping, and hike up the mountain. It's unbeatable. The feeling you get from it keeps you open, keeps you excited. And now I'm ready for the next adventure. Zion National Park. Here we go. Yes, we are here in Zion National Park. It took much longer than I thought it was going to be to get here, but I'm worried to turn the camera around. You guys are going to be too shocked by what you see. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how big this is. Look at, they're thousands of feet tall. The river right, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. This is Zion National Park. I don't even know if I can camp here or not yet, but if I can figure it out, I'm definitely going to. Because this, I mean, dude, this is unreal. Unreal. We gotta go find a place to camp. I made it back a little ways in. One of the scariest parts about Zion National Park is that the streams here occasionally sprout extraordinarily toxic cyanobacteria, like toxic enough you get it in your eyes and you die, like deadly cyanobacteria. And no one really understands that stuff, and apparently right now it's only in a few places. Like, it doesn't fill up the whole river, but it's really risky to get in because I know, according to reports, that there is cyanobacteria in the water in Zion right now. So normally I'd feel totally comfortable drinking out of this water as we got higher up, but right now is a bad time of year to do it. If I got really high, I mean, it's not going to be there because bacteria grows in like the stagnant waters. But it's a sketchy thing. It's a sketchy thing, right? Anyways, what I'm going to do is I found my way in. If I hop this river and I go up into the trees here, I've got a place to camp. I'm going to try to find someone to just see if it's okay. We'll see. But this is my place. I'm staying here tonight. Freaking phenomenal. I'll update you in a minute. I might be out of practice, but I think I found a halfway decent spot to camp right in here. It's not gonna be the best spot, but I think it'll be good enough for the night. Now I just gotta set up my tent. And there we go. That is a tent. That's about all I can say about it, to be honest. It's not a base camp. It's not the most fancy setup. Didn't even put the rain fly on tonight, but it's a tent. First time I've done this in a while with an old rusty tent. It's been through a lot with me. I'm so proud of it for still being able to stand up straight. We're gonna call it an early night. There is something really special about sleeping in the woods, about being in the woods, spending like a significant amount of time here, that just kind of changes your reality. It makes things a little more peaceful, a little more of a deep breath you can go through. So I'm gonna call it for the night, read a little bit of my business book, do some meditation, and I'll see you in the morning for wherever now it takes us. Let's do it. Good morning. That was the coldest night I've had in a really long time. I don't even know what time it is here in Zion anymore, but check it out. So the sun is slowly coming up. It's very pretty, but it gets so cold in the desert. I slept like, I think I actually closed my eyes and fell asleep like maybe twice last night. Twice for sure, actually. Twice for sure. I remember having like little weird dreams about otters, but I was so cold. My toes, like I'm still like curled up in fetal position trying to warm up my toes. Oh my gosh. Like it even snowed up on like the tops of this. So it was so cold last night. My camera died immediately when I turned it on this morning when I woke up. So I had to come back to the car, charge it up, and now I'm driving through the rest of Zion Canyon. This is unbelievable. I've never been somewhere where it's just so big. Everything you look at, like it's just massive. And here's Big Bend here. This is crazy. I don't even know what to make of all of it, so I'm gonna try to find a good place to hike. Okay, check this out. It's tunnel time. Ah! Whoa. Oh my gosh. Dude. This is the Caramel Tunnel, I think, in Bryce Canyon. Wow. Now that was a tunnel. That took a full 3 minutes to drive through that tunnel. That's craziness. We are now in Bryce Canyon National Park, which is just right next to Zion. This place is crazy. It's like the first big view you can get of the place. I mean, check that out. This is amazing. And what I didn't know about the desert when I came here is just how cold it gets here at night. Like, I almost froze last night. I didn't sleep at all. It was brutal. And I was just trying to figure it out today. First, this place is totally dependent on the sunshine. You go right over there in the shade, right over here, and it is a whole different world. There's still little bits of snow on the side of that canyon, which is crazy. The second is this rock is very porous, so it's not really solid rock. It's light when you pick it up. It's not heavy at all. You see how it falls too? It's not like a thunk noise. It's just kind of like a little clatter. Because the rock's so porous, I don't think it really holds heat that well. There's just a lot of air pockets in all of these rocks, so whenever it gets really warm outside, the rocks can kind of like just let it go. I don't know, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing here in the desert. That's one of the things that makes it so special. I mean, just look at this place. It's absolutely amazing. Apparently there's like 20 more miles of this kind of country too in Bryce Canyon before I get out and whoever knows where on the other side. No cell phone service here. So I'm just kind of playing it by ear, which is really cool. Gosh, it's cool. So I'm gonna keep driving. And this has been Bryce Canyon and Zion. I'm gonna go figure out what the next stop is. Let's do it. So I want to get to here, up on this hill, right at the very top of that. But you step on any of this snow and you just slide down to the bottom like you can't stop. So I gotta stay on the dry rocks here. Let's do it. There's one level. Hey. Two levels. There we go. So we made it to the part that I'm comfortable going to so far. Like if you guys check out the next levels here, you can see first how far down this thing is, and then the next steps. I would like have to jump to this, climb the rest of the way up, and not willing to do that. So I'm just gonna stick with a little mountaintop here for a bit. But check this place out. This is just outside of Bryce Canyon National Park. We were just at Zion National Park, about 100 miles, maybe like 60 miles this way. And this way over here is Bryce Canyon. And you can see the difference in the rocks. There's some wild places, like Utah just hits a little differently. This is crazy. It's so hard. There are so few animals that actually maneuver through this territory. And it makes me feel really frustrated. Like it's good for me to get out here and learn how to, like, I just climbed up this thing. It's crazy. I don't even know how I did it. I don't really know how I'm gonna get down yet, but these things are so fun. All right, so that's Bryce Canyon. Down the mountain. Here we go. Okay, time to get down. Ay. I want to jump off that. Huh. Here we go. Oh God. Whew. Oh my goodness. That was scary. Oh, I made it though. Let's go. Oh my God. So the last video you should have seen of me was when I was still in the desert, and things have changed pretty dramatically. So let's check this out real quick. Look at this frozen, like, oh my gosh, the wind is whipping too. Check this out, we gotta go out there. We gotta go out there. It's crazy how fast the environment changes. Look at this so fast, man. This is like real winter. Look how deep this is. Not out there yet. This is crazy. Oh, God. This is insanity. The snow is literally over my house. This right now. This is a barbed wire fence. I'm about to walk over. Oh my God, check it out! Oh my goodness. This is unreal. Whew. This is why you gotta travel though. You see different places. And it's crazy. This means I'm getting close to being home though. I made it home. I'm back in Bozeman. This is my little apartment. I'm watching a dog whisperer show. I'm chilling. I ate some good food. I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. And what I have is this national parks map where I kind of choose where I go. And what I went from is I was right about here in Bozeman, Montana, all right? And what I went is we went all the way down through Pocatello, Idaho, down through here, and then down into Salt Lake City. This is the Great Salt Lake right now, and we went across right here, and right in this area here is the Bonneville Salt Flats. From Bonneville, we went down the eastern part of Nevada that I'd never been to before. Very pretty. So was Bonneville, I guess. Eastern part of Nevada, and then dipped into Zion National Park. So I went there. This place is magical. I went up and saw just the very outskirts of Bryce Canyon National Park, which is right here. Just the very outskirts of it, right in here. Came up, went all the way over eastern Utah. This place is crazy over here when you get way over here. It was north of Arches, so this place is really cool. I've been there, but I was way out here in the Badlands, like wasteland out here. Crazy. Crazy people live there. Came up into Provo, came back through Great Salt Lake City, I went into Yellowstone National Park on the way back and back to Bozeman. So that was the whole trip, somewhere well over 1,000 miles. It was a 5-day trip, worth every mile. You guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. There's probably a link in the description somewhere that you can click on if you want to hear more from me. I write emails and do other cool stuff, and you'll get more YouTube videos from me that way too. So thank you again. I'll talk to you soon.